We Real Reels. What's up, guys, and welcome to We Real Reels, the monthly podcast where we review old movies to find out if they were as good as we remember, or if they make you want to stay at home with your bee-boop. I'm your host, Pandapanion, and with me is my... Oh, nope, not my half-brother, Grizzly Zabe. It is Mr. Must Be Nice Bear.
You.
And the Bat Matt.
Back again.
This podcast does contain spoilers, and we will be discussing the movie. This is a mature content podcast, so be prepared for harsh language and awkward situations. All sound clips, music, and trailers are only used for review purposes and belong to their respective owners. How's everybody feeling today?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good, huh? Well, today we are reviewing a short review of Companion. Who's that star in there, Atlas?
Oh, Companion is starring, what's her name? Sophie Thatcher.
Jack Quaid.
Yeah.
Is he related to Dennis Quaid?
Yeah.
I believe he's Dennis Quaid's son. Yeah.
Wow. How about that? Megan Shuri, Lucas Gage, Rupert Friend, Harvey Guillen, and Mark Menchaca.
Okay, sure.
All right, the short review, guys. Would you recommend people going to the theaters and checking this out? What do you got, Atlas?
In between on this one. I think if you need, you could make a good little date night out of this one, man.
All right, Bat.
I think so too. It's just a nice short movie. It's not a big blockbuster. It's something you just go out and watch whenever you need to watch a movie.
Okay. I'm agree with you guys. Yeah, go check it out. It is, I thought it was a good ride. And now into the spoiler-full reviews, okay? If you don't want to hear spoilers, guys, you can go ahead and leave. But leave a like and subscribe before you do. Also, yeah, that's all. Just leave a like and subscribe. Thanks, guys. And now into the spoiler-full review. Any scenes stand out to you guys that you really liked, didn't like? Some didn't make sense? Some did make sense? I'll go first. Let me tell you what I didn't like. Okay? I didn't like whoever's in charge of marketing. Okay, the first trailer was perfect. It looked like this guy was torturing this girl, making her put her hand over fire and stuff. And I'm like, all right, I got to figure this out. What is going on? And then they throw out another trailer that lets you know that she's some kind of AI robot. And I'm like, oh, bro, that would have been an amazing, just a moment in the theaters. And I'm like, oh, wow, dang, I didn't see that coming. But no, they fucked that up.
This is one of those. Most recently, I believe, the movie Abigail did that, and I've known people that saw Abigail and thought they never saw the trailer, and they were like, "Oh yeah, it was pretty good." I was like, "Oh, did you ever watch the trailer?" No, I never watched the trailer. Yeah, but this is one of those where they, and then I think we talked about this the last plot or one of the last plots, whatever. How we were watching the trailer for this one, and then we couldn't even figure they subtly switched the scene where we didn't realize we were watching a new trailer, and then gave it away.
Boom.
Yeah.
And it kind of softened it. Like I'm watching the first 20, 30 minutes of the movie. And it's like the whole time it's just like I'm catching the cues where he's asking her the weather, and it's just like a real blink. The weather is 72 degrees and partly cloudy, and it's kind of like, oh, okay. And then he's like, Iris, wake up. And it's just like, I feel like I'm talking to my phone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The one that got me was right after they had sex. He's like, Iris, just go to sleep.
Yeah.
He did put her to sleep.
And it was like, I just hate they don't trust the audience to kind of like,
man.
First, you didn't trust me in the first place. When I feel like those guys, man. I mean, we're A-listers, so we just kind of breeze right by them. I feel like this in that survey somewhere. Do you remember seeing a trailer for Companion while you watched Wolfman?
And what Atlas means by A-listers is AMC's. It's their movie subscription service. Not that we're actually important people.
Oh yeah,
no, by no means. No.
Yeah, so we got a monthly membership, and we don't have to do how long was that survey?
Yeah, we kind of just pass some surveys up. I mean, I do it on my phone. Every time I go to order a new movie, it's like, hey, how'd you like the last movie? And I'll just give it stars or whatever.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah,
that's
but like
2
those
seconds.
tablets they hand out though.
Oh,
Have you done it one?
Yeah, I did the first time. Way too many questions.
It's way too many questions, and then it gets more into more questions. Like, what am I doing?
How did you hear about this?
But I feel like that's something that Meta does, where they every now and again you'll open up Facebook. I know, like, I don't know if y'all use it like that, but sometimes it'll be a prompt, like a small survey, and say, "Do you remember seeing an ad about such and such, such and such?"
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like those guys are doing some kind of market research as well. And I don't know if that's a question on the tablet or whatever, but it's like these trailers keep coming out where they just keep showing the entire. It'll be like, and they ran that first trailer for. It was like they weren't gonna come out with a second trailer, and then all of a sudden there's a new one, and then it's like, all right, man,
It's over.
What do you guys think max trailer length should be? Like,
30 seconds.
yeah, 30.
30 seconds.
Yeah.
I can do a minute and 30,
Man,
like 90.
no. Give me enough to make me curious and then end it.
I don't like when they're like 2 minutes or more, because it's just like, all right, you're spoiling quite a bit of movie in that 2 minutes.
I'll tell you the first time that happened, and I remember it, never forget it, and then we'll get back on the companion. It was the Golden Circle, Kingsman. The guy had died in the first movie, the mentor of Eggsy, and then in the trailer they show you he's back, he's alive. I was like, bro,
Yeah,
that would have been an amazing moment in theaters. They fucked it up. But anyway, back to Companion, man. She's an AI robot. She's like a emotional support robot. Is what he was saying. The derogatory term is a fuckbot. And
it's like I don't want to call you that because you're really so much more than that. You do so much more. So.
I did like the surprise that the gay friend was a robot. I kind of figured it, but
Yeah, I caught it, but yeah.
they was a surprise.
Kind of said something about it's almost like you feel like there's a switch and something, everything just changes or whatever. I'm like, oh, he's one of them too.
Well, it's weird because, they're like, oh, you're making it. The trailer made it seem like there was only one robot.
Yeah.
Like this was like a prototype. And then all of a sudden you're like, there's another robot. And then like, oh, it's a whole service. Like,
Yes.
Yeah. Yep. What was the service? Empathics.
Yep.
Yeah.
That you can easily hack. Because that's what he was doing. He done hacked the bitch and
that dude just had no idea where this thumb drive came from. Just
Yeah. Toward the end, it's kind of like it seems like it's a common thing, like the same way we, jailbreak, iPhones from. You don't really have to do it today, but yeah. You jailbreak the Fire Stick, they jailbreak everything now. But it's just like they know you're doing it, but
yeah, well, he did it to her, and they just had the dumbest fucking plan. The plan was to have her murder this rich Russian dude,
Sergey, I believe his name was,
and then take his money, and then blame it on her, and then the company would do this. Why not just you already modded her, have her murder him, and then just hide the body, make her do all the work, and then just like erase that little bit of her life so she don't even remember it, and then she won't be traumatized. You can go back to normal, get all his money, and be done with this.
I think we feel like we didn't know enough about what is that, and he didn't know enough himself. I mean, like how exactly Iris worked, or like the empathics robots worked.
He knew enough to hack.
You see that at the end where he kind of thought he did something,
Oh,
and it's
yeah, he thought he killed her.
So
dude didn't read the
it
service
is
agreement.
playing. It is a little cockamamie. It's but yeah, that was the plan. Him and Kat.
Yeah.
So we got to go back and tell them that that they met up. They were driving to the house, and she was like, "Your friends hate me." And
remote vacation home.
Yeah,
she already felt uneasy about them. But it could have been a better plan. But yeah, it was things went awry, and then you end up reprogramming your boy. And then he became the Terminator.
Yeah.
God dang.
Because what was this? It was Eli and Patrick ended up being an empathics robot.
Yeah.
But that was not before they tried to, after they killed Sergey or whatever, and they finally they kind of it's a shock that to I think only Eli and Patrick. And then Kat is like, oh my gosh, like it's what you realize later, like it's oh my gosh, she actually did it, like and oh my gosh, let me go check on Sergey, and then she runs off, and then like the next scene, she's like, they know that they have to reset her or something like that, but he wants to be softer about it,
And the prize, what they were going after, was $12 million.
I think it was 4.
I thought it was 12.
They were to split it.
Or it was 4. Oh, it was splitting. Yeah. Oh, that's when you realize that Patrick is not.
They're like 3, and they're like, what?
Yeah.
No, he's not a person.
Yeah.
But the other thing to note about the empathics robots is that they don't know that they're empathics robots. They there's a memory imprinted onto them, and he was just like, that's not real. I just picked it down from a drop down menu. I don't even really care what the story is or whatever. You know what I mean?
Even that's kind of weird because what if you go to a party and these guys, somebody else has the same robot? They all have the same memory, like past put inside of them. That'd be kind of awkward. You know, you're talking to a blonde one and a brunette one talking to each other. And oh yeah, I went to so and so too. Oh yeah, I did too. Why weren't you there? Oh yeah, I don't know. They can start figuring shit out.
I got a feeling that if you got a sex robot, you're not going to too many parties.
Probably true.
But yeah, after he tells Iris that she's a robot and they have her tied up or whatever after killing Sergey, he's telling her this, and then they go in the other room and Kat's like, oh my gosh, you haven't reset her yet? And then he goes in there to yell at Kat like, what are you doing? You can't just yell at in front of her or whatever, this and that. Meanwhile, Iris sees like the knife or whatever that they just threw on the ground or whatever, and then
And that was a funny moment though when I think it's Eli outside and he's like, oh yeah, she's chained up. There's no way she's gonna get out. She just slides the door open.
Patrick's just like,
runs. Yeah, and she's like, shh, I'm on the phone. That's when I knew. I was like, all right, that dude ain't real. Something ain't right about him because he was just listening to the command. Shh, I'm on the phone. The murderer just left. What are you talking about? That was a pretty funny scene. And then she upped her intelligence because she had his phone. So that was pretty cool too. I just wish there was a little more combat, man. I don't know. I don't know. Every time I think about these like iRobot type movies, man, I'm thinking about these robots becoming badass fighters.
I think that's the thing is we saw iRobot growing up and then compare all these robot movies to the iRobot, and it's just not the same. Yeah,
it was the same thing with Alien Romulus. They had that like autistic robot in there, and I thought once he got reprogrammed, he would start messing Xenomorph stuff, but that didn't happen.
But that was the other thing. There were certain parameters or whatever with these empathic robots. They couldn't. They're only. I don't even think that she could tweak her strength or anything like that. Yeah, it seemed to only be intelligence that. Intelligence, voice, eye color.
And even with the intelligence at 100%, he said they could only make them so smart and then, so strong.
Yeah, and then they can't lie.
Yep, they can never lie.
Movie reminded me of Detroit Become Human.
Oh, yeah.
And that was a good scene, too, where, we know they can't lie. And then she gets pulled over by a police officer after she tried to steal a car and escape. And she just changed her language to German, where the officer couldn't understand. She could tell them the truth.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool, too. Overall, I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, no, it was.
What happened to the tech guy at the end?
I guess he just drove off.
He just go home. He's like, he
said, thanks for giving me my free will and this and that, and yeah.
Damn. Just like, hey, there's a dead coworker.
We get not before. It was so many times like he sent Patrick. He re-imprinted Patrick or whatever after Eli gets shot and killed by Iris or whatever, and then it's just like it just spirals down from there. And then he jailbreaks Patrick, turns Patrick's aggression to 100%. So then when Iris is talking to the state trooper or whatever, and then the sheriff, whatever he was supposed to be. And then she's speaking German or whatever, and trying to slip out of this situation somehow. But not before, but the reason why she was in contact with a state trooper in the first place.
Trying to steal a car.
Yeah. And she had tweaked, had changed the parameters to make her voice sound like Josh's voice to tell the car to drive home. Oh, man. And then he reported it stolen with Sergei's phone or something like that.
Yeah, shut it down.
Yeah.
Oh my God! But yeah, Patrick messed that trooper up.
Yeah, Patrick comes out of nowhere, Dick Grayson turn all the way up, and then smashes his face in with freezing like a gotcha grab.
Yes. Jacks. And then when he comes back, Cat's like, I'm out. Cop's dead. Witness all plan. I'm out. I'm taking my half and getting out of here. And he was like, hey, Patrick, stop her. He just went around stabbing her in the back.
He was like, this is gone. She's like, this is gone too far. She was like, it was bad enough trying to cover up Sergey. And he was like, I thought you said he was a monster. And she was like, no, I just never corrected you.
He's like a sod farmer or something.
Because he's like, yes, I have my hens in a lot of different pots or whatever. And
oh, man.
I think he was speaking literally.
Yeah.
He metaphorically and literally stabbed her in the back.
Yeah.
You think she died?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, no.
From that stab?
Yeah, she definitely gone, man. I think the pile, she was in the pile.
Yeah, I thought she laid down, like, trying to stop the bleeding or something. No, she kind of calmly just laid down and died. She gone.
Yep. Then we go to the next scene, and Patrick done cooked everybody. Just Josh.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
Cooked him a little dinner.
I think she had the most calm death out of all of them.
Oh, yeah.
You just sat down and bled out.
Yep. Got to look at the sunset and everything.
And Josh explains to Iris that she is a robot and that he's in control. And she's like talking shit like, yeah, all you want is control. You a weak little small penis bitch.
Yeah.
She's going off on him.
Yeah.
Then he turns her intelligence all the way down, puts her hand over some fire and just burns her up.
Yep.
I thought at this point, Patrick was going to be like, all right, you can't be hurting my fellow robot like this or something.
I don't think they're...
Terminator coming, Judgment Day is here.
Because Patrick was even still down when Eli was alive. Like, he's like, Eli, I know I'm a robot. And, you know, all of that stuff, you know. But they were still down to chase after her or whatever, so I don't think it was any.
Yeah.
You just go with whoever you're imprinted with.
Well, she ended up burning that hand. That's when we see at the end where she takes that thing off and she just got that.
Oh, no. Before that, he told
Terminator,
her.
bro.
He gave her the 357 Magnum or whatever. I went down Grizz ain't here. I'm pretty sure he knew exactly what that was, man.
Yep.
And he tells her to
Pull that
pick
trigger.
the gun up, point it at your head, pull the trigger. And then right before she did have like a little bit of resistance left.
No, she said no.
She said, no. Blam. And then next scene, he done called
Tech support.
yeah. Tech support comes up there, explains to him. You know, he's explaining the story, what happened, this and that. And then
They done got
we turned to Patrick. Patrick got dug on state troopers uniform on.
But he can't lie, though. He can't lie. So that almost messed him up again.
Yeah.
And then they explained to old Josh that they're going to go run her memory and see what all she saw. And he's like, whoa, you can still do that?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, her hard drive's like in a stomach sternum area.
And it's like the head is just like the Wi-Fi and the something else does.
So he couldn't connect to her no more, but yeah, they're gonna go scrub it clean. And they walking out and dude's like, what do you think really happened to the thing? Oh, he modded her.
He
Yeah, he's gonna be in trouble.
He's like, man, they do all kind of stuff, man. You know, lock them in, you know.
Yeah.
He said, man, it's a harsh world out here, man. And he was like, get used to it. I was like, what?
It was like his first day on the job, dude.
I'm like, yeah, it's his first.
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, he was, I don't know, he got into the wrong field. That's when we see Patrick standing outside and he's like, wait a minute, I do recognize this thing. It's one of our old models.
Old model, man. It's CYT 00 something. Yeah.
And then bam, 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 Patrick starts trying to kill him.
Yeah. So the kid runs through the woods.
Yeah, luckily they were rebooting Iris at the time and she was able to fully reboot and try to come stop Patrick. And she wasn't able to, like, it wasn't robot fight, but she convinced him that Josh is an asshole. And
well, not before he was killing the kid. He actually, he was shooting at him. You know, he cornered him, he caught up to him, and then he's like, please don't kill me or whatever. And then Patrick puts the gun right to his head, click,
Bam.
No more bullets.
got him.
Then here we got Iris, you know, he's like, all right, I'm just gonna do this barehanded or whatever. Pins him up to a tree, is choking the life out of him. Iris walks up with a taser, cattle prod kind of thing or whatever. And then it's like, but where did that come from though? Where he was like, you're reset now or whatever, you can't hurt me.
Oh, because
he did tweak her aggression, didn't he?
Yeah, because the mod had tweaked her aggression.
Okay,
and then once she got her,
but that was for humans though, I thought. I don't know. That's kind of like a little bit of a plot hole there, I think, man. It was supposed to be human aggression. And like, she knows Patrick is a robot.
So she
Yeah,
could
I
have
feel like she could have prodded him, man. And, you know, she tells him, remember Eli, blah, 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 talks him down, whatever. He's like, I know he's still in there.
cattle prods himself
And then he cattle prods himself,
in
whatever.
the mouth.
Yeah.
Shuts himself down.
she stopped him with the power of love.
Wow.
So then next scene,
She go back in there for the old Josh.
we get old Josh over there loading up all the money.
He about to get out of there.
$12 million. He's like, I'm getting the, And then he hears a little door close, a little thumping around.
As Patrick's voice is hears, then music starts to play.
Yep.
So he goes in there, check it out, and there's all kind of voices, all his friends' voices and everything. And he like cute crick, and that's when she says, I'm free now. I could kill you if I want to. But then he like, yeah, it's the power of love.
Yeah.
You can't do it.
Dobby is free now.
And actually, they foreshadowed a lot with this corkscrew.
It was a couple
man.
times you saw the corkscrew, man.
Yeah,
The
'cause
little
I was like,
automatic.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And third time we seen it here, that's when he had almost killed her. He was about to shoot her in the stomach, sternum with that thing, and
Yeah, he was about to shoot her in the head. He was like, "Oh wait, man, I'm not making that mistake again."
Yeah, he was like,
Yeah,
Josh,
points at the
go to sleep.
And she's like, "You got anything else to say?" Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I was thinking, I was like, "Wait a minute." That almost made me think Josh was
Josh was one of them. I'm like,
I'm like, they don't know. They don't know. I'm like, who's the real? Because I was thinking maybe she told, like the tech guy told him, you know. But I think they know, you know, the tech guys, you know, like the dude said, I didn't recognize him at first or whatever.
Yeah,
he's an older model.
Well, she ends up taking that burnt up hand, all the skin off of it.
Yeah, that was I think you stepped out for a moment, but it was that whole monologue that was at the beginning of the movie.
Oh wow!
Where she was like, it's just like you're like a dark cloud is shrouded over your eyes, and then somebody comes along, and the world is new, and then she's like,
it happened twice.
Most people don't get that feeling at all, let alone let it happen once. I let it happen twice. The first time when I met him, second time when I killed him. So then she packs up all the money, hops in Sergei's Mustang. She's out of there.
Now, what's next for her though? Like, she got a robot hand. She's a rogue bot. Somebody's going to stop her, unless she can like hide that fucking hand. Or is she going to go to Congress and fight for robot rights?
It looks like it might be. Go ahead, Matt.
Well, if they have the robots like that, then you could almost assume they have prosthetics that look like that,
so she can get it fixed.
Yeah, I almost figured she could get it fixed, but it almost made it seem like she wanted to wear that as a badge of honor.
Yeah,
because then during the post credits or whatever, while they're playing, I don't know who sings the original, but I knew that from Destiny's Child, man, the song "Emotions." She's driving on the road or whatever, and then
she sees another bot.
Yeah, she pulls up, and then it's her model, but she looks totally different or whatever, and then she waves her robot hand up, and then you can tell like the other impacted robot is looking like, and it's almost like a. Yeah, like an awakening about to happen, kind of. Yeah, so maybe that's what's next. Shit. But this film doesn't need a sequel.
Yeah, don't need it. The one and done. It was a great movie. I feel like in the after credits, it would have been cool to see her still driving, looking at other cars, and see a family in there with a Megan doll, and Megan look back, and then she go on to the next car, and it's a little boy holding a Chucky doll, and he just flicks off. Ain't Chucky Universal? I'm pretty sure.
I think so. Is it Universal?
I think so.
Chucky is Universal.
Yeah, I think that'd have been pretty cool, man. It's one and done. Let's do it. But that's about it for that old companion, man. So after talking it through, do you think this is worth a theater visit, Atlas?
I'm still in between. Yeah, I wouldn't tell you. Yeah, go ahead and go see it. I mean, it's a lot coming out though, pretty soon. Yeah. So we got. I couldn't tell until we finish out like the next couple weeks of movies that are coming up, because you know some people don't see stuff till like later, and it's like I would have to be able to tell you like, yeah, you can watch Companion, but go see that instead. You know what I mean?
The only thing coming out this week is Dog Man.
This week, yeah, but then next week we got what is it? Love Hurts and Heart Eyes.
Yep. Both of those contending with each other.
And so it's like somebody asks you next week, which one should I go see? And it's like, can't say yet, you know.
Bet.
I think it's a fun date night movie.
Okay.
I mean, it almost like, and you can almost compare it to like a rom-com essentially, with length and you know how it's going to end.
Yeah, I'm gonna say go check it out, guys. All the twists and turns in this movie, like there was times where even after Josh had told us his plan and stuff, I started thinking that like, all right, she's gonna be the one turning evil still, but then it was still just Josh, man, messed up. So yeah, if you like that, not technically iRobot, but AI type stuff, man, yeah, this most definitely a pretty cool sci-fi thriller. Go check it out. And that is it for our short review on Companion. Check us out next time for, well, maybe we'll do something next week. But we also got in February Dinner for Schmucks, the review for that. And that'll be it for us, guys. Atlas?
2 fingers, 1 word.
Bat?
That's peace.
Still don't have an outro yet.
Keep on reeling.